standing united on the roundabout near the gates of the port of Felixstowe. These workers should be at the dock today, but instead are out on strike in a dispute over pay. Mark Green has worked at the port for 15 years and says the offer of a 7% pay rise plus a single payment of £500 isn't good enough, given the company's profits over the last few years.
Us as hourly paid workers feel that we deserve more. We've worked through a pandemic, we've kept the nation fed along with the farmers and kept everything moving with the NHS, etc., and it just feels like, we're just getting hit and the cost of living keeps going up and up and up.
For Donna Crichton, it's just that, rising household bills that have pushed her to go out on strike.
I moved back home so that I could save to move away again. I haven't been able to do that. I'm now literally living month to month because the wages just aren't good enough. Everything's gone up, rent's gone up, and now if I wanted to move away from home, it'd be quite impossible because I am now also helping my parents.
But the walkout, which involves 1,900 workers, will have a big impact on the supply chain. The port of Felixstowe is the biggest container port in the UK, handling 48% of container trade, transporting everything from white goods to food, furniture and clothes all over the world. Gold Star hauliers are one firm who rely on the port and say 8 days of strike action will greatly affect business.
Basically, the knock-on effect will be that we've gone from delivering 300 containers a day, which we will do today and tomorrow. That will then drop down to around about 100 containers a day, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then over the weekend as well. Ultimately, this will leave us with trucks without work to do, drivers stood in the yard and the business not earning any revenue.
But despite the disruption, the port of Felixstowe says that the offer on the table, while not as high as the union would like to see, is fair.
The pay offer dates back to January when, of course, inflation was much lower, and it's way above the average. We're offering between, say, 8 and 9.6%. Most people in this country are getting 5% at the moment. And if you're a teacher or a nurse or work in the public sector, you're lucky to get 2%. And that's all driven by the economic situation in the whole country.
As the second day of strikes almost comes to an end, members of Unite say they're prepared to continue with the walkout until a pay offer closer to the rate of inflation is made.
Catherine, it's really clear, isn't it? This is a serious dispute with all sorts of repercussions for all of us, really. What are the chances of there being a deal reached at some stage?
Well, Dan, I think the chances are pretty slim. We had a quick chat on the phone earlier with a representative from Unite, and he basically said that talks have broken down. There were no chats today, no talks yesterday. The last was via a phone call on Saturday. So things look pretty unlikely to be resolved at this stage. So I think the likelihood is that the strike will continue into the next few days, and it should end, of course, on Sunday.
Catherine, good to talk to you. Thank you very much.